Hey everybody, this is not Roach Dubs. I'm simply a figment of your imagination. Wake up. Anyway, so I want to talk about why are all the boy bands gone? Like when you really take a look around, all of them are gone unless you count the Migos. Anyways, boy bands from back in the day were just, those guys. Like, oh, every girl wanted them, they just had that effect. But they're all gone now. Like the Backstreet Boys, One Direction, Boys to Men, the Jonas Brothers, the Jackson 5. All of them are split up, and I only have a few theories as to why. Most of the time it's just because they get older, but other times it's other things. Peep game real quick. Let me put you on. Now, possibly the biggest boy band of all time is the Backstreet Boys, and honestly, I see why people like that will break up. You got to think about it. White men age way faster than like anybody else, so they were rapidly coming out of their prime, right? So once one person leaves, everyone's gone. So I feel like a big reason these people break up is because, boy bands is just like a younger person thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, if like for a boy band nowadays, a group would probably be like 19 to 20 something, not that old. You know what I'm saying? But another thing is I feel like being a grown ass man, being up on stage, singing in sync with other grown ass men, and swinging your hips to the side. It's a little gay. Like when they get older, when they get older, I'm sure they're gonna be like, this is a little gay, guys. Let's go shower together and talk about it. And there's nothing wrong with with boy bands. A lot of them are really funny. It's cool to see all of them in sync. All like in one harmony, like the Temptations. But also, a lot of times it's ego that gets in the way. Like I just said with the Temptations, David Ruffin wanted to be the face of that band. And when it comes to doing things like that, trying to put yourself above the rest of the group or trying to become the star, that's when everyone's dynamic shifts and the team chemistry gets worse and everyone just feels like splitting up because one person feels like they outshine the rest, which in some cases that can absolutely be true. But when you do that to a group, that is why they disband. Ego is a destroyer of worlds. Like, I'm so serious. Like, with David Ruffin, he was going to name the band David Ruffin and the Temptations, setting himself aside that much to put him before the band and have his name different because he thought he was better. And I feel like that's a really big reason they split up, because oftentimes groups just don't last that long because it's always something in groups. Every time there's a group, there will always be one person that is like the least liked out of groups. Well, not always. There's a big chance that a lot of people in groups have that feeling towards one person, but they're just still there because they're part of the group, and it be like that sometimes, honestly. And like I said previously, a lot of times it just comes to them being young while they're recording or uploading or making their music. Like from back in the day, there was this group called Mindless Behavior. I used to watch them when I was little all the time. It consisted of a group of like high school level boys. They were all like 16, 15, just young kids, right? So of course, as they're growing up, they want to pursue different things or make a name for themselves outside of the group, or just become their own person instead of being linked to an organization all the time. And that's understandable because younger people grow up and they develop. That's a huge reason why things split up. People will change, they come apart. Sometimes chemistry, it just ain't the same when someone's mindset adapts or they grow more mature or things change. And honestly, that's a very fair reason to leave, because you want to pursue your own interests or your own abilities and make a name for yourself. As I stated previously with the ego, there also comes just a natural stardom or liking to one person more than another in bands. And typically, it will be those few that stand out, like Harry Styles and Prince from Mindless Behavior. And honestly, just every group has that one person that is more popular. And that's normal. People will take their likings to different members. And I understand that. Like in the Migos, I wouldn't even call them a boy band, but they're just a group, right? A rap group. Quavo used to get most of the attention. Then Offset got a lot of attention. And in groups there will be a lot of people that just don't shine as much as one person, and oftentimes that could lead to maybe some bitterness or even just happiness and excitement for your group member. But oftentimes people don't take it too well. They feel like one person is getting more shine than the rest of the group when they're all pitching in and doing the same thing. And honestly, sometimes in groups there will be people that stand out, like AMP's Kai Cenat, Duke Dennis. There's people that just are more known. It's not like the other members aren't known. It's just some perform some some perform some more than others, and that's okay. And also, where there is more people, there is more people to like take advantage of and more opportunities for money. So when these big labels, record labels, sign these like 18-year-olds, 16-year-olds, and there's multiple of them, they will make them tour constantly. They'll make them miss school. It's so many things that they do. If I'm not wrong, I could be wrong, of course. I don't work in the music industry, but just from, an inference, a hypothesis, I feel like they will be like overworked at such a young age to where music may not even just appeal to them anymore. They want to take a step out of the spotlight. Oh, another topic. Being in the spotlight for that long while you're young could really ruin you as a person. Like, if I got a whole lot of money and fame and wealth while I was like 15 or 16, I feel like my life would have turned out way differently. And honestly, you got to kind of feel for those people in a certain way because they don't get to grow up like a normal kid. But as for the older bands, they just break up because they get old. Really, like, the only bands you see that are like technically boy bands now would just be like K-pop artists. I don't really listen to their music a lot. No real big reason. I just don't, And also the stands are weird, but that's for another video. Anyways, that's really all I got for y'all today. I appreciate y'all for watching this far. If you have, once again, I am not Roach Dubs. I am a figment of your imagination. Please go talk to your therapist. Thank y'all for being here. I really appreciate it. Being blessed with a position like this, and honestly just being able to, talk to people on the internet and people enjoy my content and want to be a part of the channel. It means a lot because it's so weird when you think about it. Like, a lot of strangers on the internet know what I sound like and want to know what I look like, but they, it's just beautiful. And I understand that my videos are rather informal. I typically don't script them out, but for this one I did a little mini script. So let me know what you think of it. If it was a little bit more organized. I know it wasn't crazy organized. I just put my ideas together better, but I do still have some of those informal qualities that I need to get rid of so I can become a better YouTube content creator, talker person. But I'll see y'all later on. I am about to head off. Bye.